We're going to introduce our judges real quick. This is the lovely Miss Hallie and baby.
We call her Mommy and Mommy Me. Or Little Me, Mini Me.
We have our current, this is our current reigning champion, yes?
She is actually the very first winner from our very first pageant.
That's right.
She is our, what you would call the OG.
The OG, Miss Ruby Reckless.
Yes.
All right, and now because I got him here for just a minute. Come here, Tom.
You're in trouble.
This guy right here, Mr. Tom Ringwalt, has been bringing us this wonderful show now for 6 years. He has another show, Tommy's, that's been around for what, 12 now? 13, 14? 14 years. I remember with this kid when he was knee-high to a grasshopper. Knew his father, beautiful man, took excellent care of us, God rest him. And this guy right here picked up the mantle and has stepped into a position of just being the man. Tommy, we love you, kid. Would you say a few words here?
Me and Steve Taft, who put this on with me for this show, I want to thank you guys for being a part of this. I mean, look at this, guys. This is awesome. And because of this, we're going to keep doing this every year for you guys. And, Six, I've known him a long time. He's been emceeing for me almost, every year for almost 14 years? Yeah. He stays at my house. He's a good dude, and I've known him a long time. Like he says, we travel all over the country together. So thank you all, vendors, artists, sideshows, everybody that's part of this. Thank you so much. And of course, Carrie Lynn. Give a hand of applause, please, and thank you so much.
We love you, Tommy!
All right, so without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime!
I honestly couldn't do it without my man, the Sinister Six. So everybody, a round of applause for Six. So, good afternoon. My name, like I said, is Carrie Lynn. Everybody knows me as far as a pinup as Fresh Inkdoll. And so this is our 5th year hosting the Ms. Divine pageant here at the New England Tattoo Expo. And then this year it'll be the 6th year for Tommy's. And I am very blessed to be so fortunate to be able to host this with all of these beautiful ladies. Interestingly, as you all know, that the New England Tattoo Expo is actually the largest tattoo convention in New England. So that puts us on the money and the mark. And for me, when Tommy and I were talking about that, it made me realize one thing as far as a host and a pinup pageant hostess is that I myself can actually say that I host the biggest pinup pageant in New England. And I couldn't do that without Tommy. And let me tell you, that's nerve-wracking, and when you think about it, I'm like, that's really exciting, because that means I'm a big girl. That's awesome. So before we start with the contestants, there is one thing that Tom and I have discussed that we would like to talk to you about. We have a booth, it's called the Fresh Ink Gear booth, and it's Fresh Inkdoll. It's down around the corner. There is a big black pop-up tent. We're right next to it. What we are asking is for people to please just stop by. All the merchandise that's over there is handmade by 90% of it myself and a few of the other pinups. What we are doing is we do have a group known as Divine Dolls, which is partially taking part in this, is we are raising money for a rescue. And her name is Peppermint. She is a 12-year-old Shih Tzu, and we found out that she was recently diagnosed with anal gland cancer. I know, it sounds kind of weird, but unfortunately it is a common thing. And that she is going to require surgery to have the cancer removed. So we do have a GoFundMe set up over there, but actually we'd rather just have you come over and buy merchandise, because every penny goes for a good cause, because her surgery is going to cost $5,000, and we want to make sure that we can get as much money raised for the owners to take that burden off of them. So just food for thought, every little penny counts. $5 is $5, like we told some people. You spend more than that on a drink. Drinks are good, don't forget to tip your bartenders. But on the same token, please feel free, share the love, and let's make a difference in a dog's life. Thank you for that. And without further ado, let's get this party started. Our first contestant is Miss Lexi. Miss Lexi, please make your way to the stage. Round of applause, please. If you could have dinner with any pinup icon, dead or alive, who would it be?
So that would be Marilyn Monroe, aka Norma Jean Baker, and because she is the first person that inspired me to actually get up into pinup modeling and modeling in general. She is the first person to challenge modern day society in regards to what a woman is in regards to beauty. And I think she's absolutely amazing.
Thank you very much. Round of applause for Miss Lexi. Our lovely next contestant is Foxx De Fleur. I love saying that. I know Tom doesn't. Today is your lucky day. One of our judges will be asking you a question. And I think to start this off, Tom, what question would you like to ask Foxx De Fleur?
What was the worst gift you have ever received?
So I'm from Long Island, and we had the Atias flea market, and I had someone that would go throughout the entire flea market and just find someone for someone. So it was like this little like Japanese, it would like bubble up, and it wasn't it was just a decorative thing.
Thank you very much. Round of applause for Foxx De Fleur, please. Our next contestant, she is known to the stage very well as Miss Liberty Belle. Liberty Belle, who is your favorite pinup icon, but most importantly, why?
Hi everyone, I'm Liberty Belle. I'm so excited that everyone came out to support today. So I actually got the perfect question because my husband and I really love watching the History Channel, and the other day I watched a series on actually my favorite pinup. So my favorite pinup is Betty Page, and of course she's the queen of pinups. But while she's beautiful and iconic, and she made such beautiful art in her time as a pinup, I never really knew much about her. So when I watched this documentary about her, it was really interesting because she actually had different issues, including mental illness, and had a lot of problems with finances and other things throughout her life. And at the end of her life, she actually died basically penniless. So it was like a wild thing because so many people think she's so iconic, but it tells you that even people that, maybe artists or, really influential people have their own battles and own things to, endure. And I just thought it was really powerful because it was something that I never knew about someone that I admired before. And it just made me appreciate her and her art just so much more.
Thank you very much. Round of applause for Miss Liberty Belle, please. Our next contestant has the most adorable name. It's Miss Isadorable Bumblebunchen. Please make your way to the stage. Is adorable. Guess what? Wow, you guys are killing it today. So, it is your lucky day. And one of our judges gets to ask you a question. So, I think we'll have Mummy and Mummy Me ask the question. We have to share the love.
Okay, so if you had one thing that you could do over in life, what would you change?
I would not have made a legal marriage legal. I'd leave the government out of it, because gosh, is it hard to get out? And that's all I've got.
With that said, fair enough. Round of applause for Miss Isadorable Bumblebunchen. Our next contestant coming up on the stage is Miss Willow. Round of applause, please. Ms. Willow, this is pretty deep, but you know what? I know you're a very experienced pinup, so I think I have faith in you to answer this. What is your philosophy of life, and what do you value the most?
Thank you, Carrie. It is a very tough question, but she's not wrong. I've been doing this for, about 10 years now. And I guess the philosophy of life that I've brought in over the last 24 years with my military training is to be, thank you, is really to just be honest to yourself, be loyal to yourself and your family, your friends, and just embrace all the crap that comes into your life. Because no matter what, crap is going to happen. I'm trying to keep it friendly this year for you, because I know there's kids out there. And it's extremely important that, we ride those highs and lows, right? I know you've got some of your lows right now. We all have some that we're all trying to come back out of, and all of that. As some of you know, I retired back in November from 24 years in being in the United States Navy. And I'm not going for the applause, and thank you. But I'm taking that with, it's a new turn of events. I can do other things now. I can do more with the pinup world, spend more time with my family. I'm not traveling as much. And I know my husband hates that because he always liked the paid vacation when I would go away. So with that being said, that's a philosophy that I've kind of picked up over the years, is to just be true to yourself, take the highs, take the lows, run with it, and just enjoy life for everything that you've got.
Thank you for sharing. A round of applause for Miss Willow, please. I'm used to you telling me you love me and hate me. It's usually when you want something. are a little more challenging this year. I wanted to up their game. After 5 years, come on. All right. So, what is your favorite part of being a pinup?
My favorite part of being a pinup is just the community that's here and the confidence that you can give people. I got into it a couple years ago when my fiance passed away, and I was just with my son and him, and I have made so many amazing friends that have helped me and him navigate life. And it's just such a nice, amazing community that you think wouldn't be as friendly as it is, but they're so amazing, and everyone is everyone's cheerleader. We don't sit here and we don't jealous each other. We help each other out during pageants, you know, and I just find that amazing because we're always rooting for each other.
Thank you for sharing. Round of applause. And that is Pinky Cherrybomb. Our next contestant is Miss Katy Dauntless. Please make your way to the stage. Your future's so bright you gotta wear shades? Ah, nice. So, your question is, what makes you unique compared to the other candidates?
That's an interesting question. I think I'm a little different. I tend to kind of lean a little more towards rockabilly than your typical kind of cheesecake. I love that style. I can't pull it off, but I think it's beautiful. I also tend to be a little more off the cuff. I love how creative everybody is here. I do not know how to make my own clothing, but I, again, appreciate that everybody else can. So I kind of work with what I got, and that makes me me and unique and different, and I love it.
Thank you for sharing. Round of applause for Katy Dauntless. Our next contestant is very new to the stage. God, you're in a rush. And this is her first time in her first pageant. This is Wildflower Misfit. Please make your way to the stage since you're already here. No. So, my question to you is, what is the best piece of advice you have ever received?
So that is a very good question. Hi guys, thank you all for coming today. I'm very nervous, so I do apologize. I'm Wildflower Misfit. This week was my birthday, I graduated college, and I'm doing this pinup pageant. So this is amazing. So the best advice that I have received, I had a really rough upbringing. I was a child that grew up in the system of care, residential treatment centers. I'm in long-term recovery from substance use. 9 years sober, guys. So, yes. The best advice that I have ever received was to keep going. No matter what came my way, just to keep going, believe in myself, and live authentically.
Thank you for sharing. Round of applause for Wildfire Misfit. Our next contestant to grace the stage is Miss Quesa Diva. Please make your way up. I feel like I could see you from a mile away. I feel like a disco ball. You're cute though. You're welcome. Okay. Okay, I'm really starting to think I made too many of these. Today is your unlucky day. So a judge gets to ask you a question, and the next person to ask the question is the hardest judge here. And that is Miss Ruby Reckless, because not only is she our first winner, she has won many other pageants and judge, so I know she is going to be the hardest on these girls. So I'm sorry, but I feel bad for you. Tough love, lots of tough love.
What an introduction, Carrie. I'm really a nice person. Like, I'm not. Well, these are some hard shoes to fill. Being Miss Divine is just about being, you know, divine and carrying yourself a certain way. You know what I mean? It takes a lot to carry yourself that way, and, you know, we're looking at it from all angles, so I'm gonna pick a good one. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you guys ready? I feel like there's crickets out there, like hello, hello, hello. All right. How do you handle failure?
That is a really good question.
Ooh, so the question was, how do I handle failure? Well, failure actually happens to be one of my worst fears. But then I discovered it wasn't so much failing. I discovered that I was afraid to do things because I didn't think I could do them. So I had to just tell that voice in the back of my head, I can do things, and if I don't succeed, I'm just gonna do it again. And there's this quote that stuck with me, and I just remind myself of it every day, so I'm gonna leave you guys with this if you're ever in the same situation. So you don't have to be fearless, you just can't let fear ever stop you.
That was absolutely amazing, and thank you for sharing. That was a round of applause for Quesa Diva. Our next contestant to grace the stage is Cherrybomb. Please make your way up. Okay, you are so cute that I want to play a game of Twister with you. This is a tricky one, but I know that you'll totally be able to do this. How would you personally describe your style in just 3 words?
All right, so how would I describe my style in 3 words? Okay, unique, fun, and stylish.
Honestly, that does sum you up no matter what. Rounds of applause for Miss Cherrybomb. I told you, these girls did not have it easy this year. All right, our next lady to grace the stage is Miss Venom Vixen. Please make your way over. Ms. Venom Vixen, what does being a pinup mean to you?
First of all, hello everybody. Thank you for coming out. Lots of beautiful faces here. So I'm gonna start, I've been doing pinup for a few years now, and I think I have big shoes to fill considering there's such a great community here in New England that I became a part of, and everybody welcomed me very lovingly. So I think that's a big part of being a pinup, being loving, being welcoming, appreciating all the differences between all the different kinds of people that kind of come together and do this really cool and interesting, funky kind of thing. Sometimes at car shows, sometimes at tattoo conventions, and I think it's really great to kind of bring all of us together for one sole thing, but we have all these different things we do, people that make things, people that are artsy, and I think it just means being welcoming, opening your arms to everybody, and just showing off who you are at the same time and what makes you a little bit different from everybody else.
Thank you for sharing, and those are definitely some big shoes. Round of applause for Venom Vixen. Our next contestant that will be gracing the stage, this is her very first pinup pageant ever. Sweetheart Cassie, please make your way. Making this easier for you guys. What are your go-to accessories for completing the thick pinup look?
My go-to accessories would be my nails and the scarf.
Very good. Thank you for sharing. Round of applause. Our next contestant gracing the stage is Miss Becky Boop. Round of applause, please. One thing you wish you had more time to do?
I wish I had more time to be a stay-at-home mom with my children, get more tattoos. That would be about it.
Thank you for sharing. Round of applause for Betty Boop. Our next contestant gracing our stage, this is her first time at this pinup pageant, and this is Miss Mandy Marie. She forgot her glasses today. It's okay, it happens to all of us. Okay, so your question is swing or wiggle dress? Which style is your favorite and suits you the best?
I would have to say a swing dress. Anything that I can do a twirl around, makes a nice big circle. It's also my daughter's favorite dress. We love to sit and do our little twirls. It's easy to accessorize, and I don't have to worry about overstepping anywhere. I got a wiggle dress, it might overstep and tip over somehow, so swing dress it is.
Thank you for sharing. Round of applause, please. And our next contestant, this is her very first pinup pageant ever. And she's gonna kill it. And this is Miss She-Devil. So you're a little devil and I'm a little fresh. Awesome. Mohegan, She-Devil here. What was it, my favorite memory? My favorite memory would be when my grandmother had passed, and as a makeup artist, I sent her down with my favorite lipstick that I never wore again. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Round of applause for She-Devil. And last but never least is Miss Island Tiki. Please make your way to the stage.
The most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me is I used to go to this goth club in the early 2000s, and I was talking crap about a girl, and And she came out of the bathroom and she looked at me and I looked at her and I said, and I meant it. But I was really embarrassed because I'm not really like that, kind of.
Sounds all fair. Thank you for sharing. Round of applause, Miss Island Tiki. As you can see, our judges have a very hard thing to do, and I'm glad it's not me. But however, I must say that we do have some amazing sponsors that I would love to give a shout out to, because they also help to put this pageant on and give amazing gifts to these girls. And our sponsors this year, of course, is always the New England Tattoo Expo, Tommy Enterprise, Tommy's Tattoo Convention. Okay. We also have Fresh Inked Gear. Hey, girls gotta do what a girl's gotta do. Wild Child Retro. One of our girl games called the Divine Dolls. Hair Accessories by Diva. Last year's winner, who unfortunately could not be here, she did donate to the ladies' goodies as well, and that was Ms. Coco Chanel. We have Diamond Clean, who's also donated. We have amazing gift certificates from Miss Worldwide Pinup. And they are international, so that is a big thing to have. Miss Kitty Indigo, thank you for sharing. I'm saying thank you and you're like getting freaked out. So guess what? You're welcome. I love you. We also have gift certificates from Hellcat A-Go-Go Photography. Ms. Willow, did we get gift certificates from Ed? All right, Egg Bergman is also a photographer who will be sending gift cards out. Eclipse Customs. So they are actually right around the corner from that black pop-up tent. She has amazing corsets. Everything is hand done. She's an amazing seamstress, and I'll tell you, her work is amazing. You just have to go check her out. And last and never least, which I was floored, is when Irish Rose Tattoo donated very generously to the first and second place winners. And they are the first tattoo shop in Mystic. Is it Mystic or Westerly? Ruby? Westerly? Irish, Westerly? Westerly, Rhode Island. Sorry, I had to ask a question. You act like you're blonde. Oh, wait, now I get it. And one thing that's always nice is we like to share about other conventions as well. And Miss Kitty Indigo actually does host the Pinup Pageant at Live Free or Die. Kitty, do you want to say a few words about it?
Hi everyone. So we do things a little bit different up at Live Free or Die. To enter this pageant, you actually have to submit a form prior, and then there's a selection process. What we do at Live Free or Die is, because we know that nerves can be a thing and crap happens, we do a walk-up pinup pageant. So basically what that means is up until, I want to say, 5:45, the night of the pageant, which I believe is July 26th this year, you can enter and come onto our stage. We got some pretty wicked prizes. I believe our first prize last year was $350 worth of ink to Backdoor Ink in Billerica. And the New Hampshire Liquor Commission donates some prizes. You don't get the hooch, but you get the stuff with the hooch names on it. And we get like t-shirts and all that kind of stuff. So if you've ever been interested in pinup, but like the idea of the whole huge stage lights and stuff, it's very low key, very chill, and kind of a good place to cut your teeth if you want to try something different. And we take all ages over 18, so if you want to try something, I don't care if you're 18 or 81, bring it on.
Thank you for sharing. I actually won second place last year for that, and I'm going for the crown. So Tommy, you told me you had a few words that you wanted to say.
So what Carrie forgot to mention, I've known her a very long time, by the way. She was actually one of the contestants at the first pinup I had years ago for Tommy's Tattoo Convention in Hartford. So she was, yes, the mixed vixen, and then she did that, and she was an amazing person, beautiful looking woman, by the way. So she came in and she was a contestant. Yeah, give her a hand of applause, seriously. And she's still good. So she was a contestant, and after that broke apart, whatever, they had to move somewhere else and something happened, it got disbanded. She came up to me, she's like, I would love to put one on if you don't mind. I'm like, I would love that, and she's been doing it ever since. It's been years now. So give her a hand of applause for this amazing event she's doing. So talk about it a little bit.
All right, so when Tommy at Tommy's Tattoo Convention decided that he wanted to do a pageant, this was before me doing it. It used to be called the Miss Vixen Pageant by Laura Lynn. And I was so nervous the very first time I went. I had just gotten out of surgery, I had a catheter, I didn't know what to do, I was all beside myself, and I was like, God, I'm gonna screw up. And amazingly, I won first place. Because the question I was asked is, what makes you think you deserve to be up here? And so I walked up on that stage and I went, whoop! And I showed my catheter. I'm a nurse, by the way, so sorry if it freaks anybody out. And I said, I literally just had a hysterectomy 3 days ago. I said, and you know what it takes to be up on this stage? Resilience. I said, and despite any pain or anything, I'm not gonna let it overcome what I want to be. And so I got my crown, I got my sash, and they're like, and what are you gonna do next? I said, keep working on being a better person. And then what happened is Laura Lynn's husband took ill, and she said to Tommy, this is gonna be the last year I do the pageant, and I'm sorry, but I can't do this no more. And so I was like, screw it, I'm gonna enter again. What do I have to lose besides nothing? And I actually won the last pageant. So for me, I took it as a positive experience that for that, it kind of told me that I made it full circle from beginning to end with her pageant, and she taught me how to be graceful and be cordial and just be a free spirit and love everything that I embraced about myself and about other contestants sharing this love. So for me to be up on stage, of course, I would tell you, I hate public speaking, but I'm getting used to it because Tommy ambushes me every time we go live. And so to have this many people in my pageant is always an honor, because these girls some of them have done it for many of years, others are coming on stage for the very first time. The hardest thing that any of us can do is fill out that application, because that's when you know you have the guts to do it. After that, it's just putting it together and giving it your best.
This is why she's good at what she did and why she won twice, by the way. So again, a hand of applause, the biggest crowd ever, and it can grow and grow every year. Thank you, Carrie, appreciate you.
Thank you for having me. And honestly, the wildest thing is, and Tommy does promote it a lot, because as far as this is considered a sideshow, we being in the biggest crowd. So thank you all, because we would not be here without any of you. Okay. You sure you don't want to ask me? Yes. Oh, yes.
But, so now I get to ask her a question, and I hope you like it. If you come with a warning label, what would it say?
winning label. And you know what? Tommy's right. I would come with a label that says Star Bright Colors. I am totally tattooed from head to toe and in between. Use your imagination. But my favorite ink to use is Star Bright, not just because it's Tommy's, but because the pigments hold true to my skin. And I will tell you, I have been tattooed by more than 63 artists, and some inks fall out and his never leave my skin. So I gotta say, if I come with a warning label, it's Tommy, get out of my skin. Okay, so we're gonna do something a little silly. I need a drum roll. And I'm so excited for everybody. Our third place winner is Miss She Devil. Please make your way to the stage. So while they're working on that, I need to bring this man to the stage quickly. This man, of course, he's my husband. This is Rum Monkey. Rum Monkey does all of the behind the scenes things to make this pageant work. So when I'm at my worst, he's at his best. So round of applause to Rummy and thank you. All right. Our second, yes, that's Miss She Devil, of course. She's gorgeous. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you, and you're gorgeous, and you know that. All right. Our second place winner is Miss Mandy. Marie, please make your way to the stage. And I must say, I'm always happy to see when the new girls win, only because they don't think they can do it, and this just proves that everybody has it in them. That's okay, let him cry. I love the impending doom, the waiting, the amping up. Because it's my show and I can do that. Never mind this, it's the 5th year. How exciting. It gets bigger and it gets better. Okay. Are you ready for this year's 2026 Miss Divine goes to Casey Diva? Make your way to the stage!
guys so much, but this was really hard because can we just give a round of applause to all the women up here that put the time and the effort into their outfits, their makeup, their hair, everything. So thank you guys so much for coming, and hope to see you again the year after that and the year after that. I'm getting ink tomorrow. Yay, tattoos! So I will see you later.
Sinister Six, where might you be?
I am right here,
Ladies,
coming
before
onto the
you-
stage
yeah, I'll
right
take
now.
off. We gotta get some photos. Oh, hi. Hi.
So how are you, lovey? All the young ladies look absolutely stunning. Big round of applause for all of our winners.
Thank
If you'd
you.
like to get some photos, you can definitely get some photos. Inkdolls. They'll be making their rounds. You can grab pictures if you like. They're over here by the trophy booth at the front of the stage. On the side stage, if you want to get some photos, you can do that. Come on over. So, unfortunately, on a bit of a down note, the wonderful band Dauntless came out here to entertain us with some awesome heavy metal rock and roll, and they have been pumping this show. They were super excited to be here. Unfortunately, their drummer was involved in a bit of an accident and has broken his foot. And I mean, it is proper broke. He is gone to the